This is Josiah Plays Rue Valley. We're going back for more. Let's see what's going on in this thing as we get the black screen of death. Okay. So I'm no longer super unmotivated, which is amazing, but I'm still tipsy. Even after... I don't know if I actually slept or not, technically speaking. But I'm feeling impatient, and I'm also feeling arrogant. My extroverted and impulsive are cranked up. So, now can I read the rules? No, I really need to figure out what's going on. Oh yeah, it wants me to go outside right away. Somehow the suitcase seems less important now. But my toothbrush is in there. The rain has slackened off, and you see nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing you could put your finger on. If the careless driver visited the motel, he has surely left already, while you were sleeping. Yet, as you exit the room, the hair rises on the back of your neck, and an eerie sensation takes hold of you. Glance toward the parking lot. As you stare at the reflections on the wet, dark asphalt, the memory begins unfolding in your mind again. He enters the car, starts the engine, and then he hits the transformer while driving in reverse, smashing his rear light before driving away in a cloud of smoke. Yeah, I was expecting it to last longer too, Knox. If this really happened, you may be able to find some evidence down there. That's right. Go found some evidence. I don't see any, like, pieces of tail light on the ground or anything. I do see tire marks. Might be able to find some evidence. Will the sky really turn red? Only one way to find out. Wait. Hey, what's up, Dennis? How you doing? What have you been up to? As you come closer to the transformer, you immediately notice a couple of red plastic shards. Arrogant. I'm such a great detective. A damn good detective. You are so smart. Let's look at the shards. Just finished work? Nice. What are you're gonna play this tonight too? Cool. There are several small ones scattered all around. Translucent triangles and rhomboids. I do love finding me a good rhomboid. The largest of them is lying right next to the transformer, shiny and wet, boldly staring at you from the dirty asphalt. I'm inspecting the largest shard. This shard is obviously part of a broken tail light. This means he's been here already. There's no other option. I knew I would find something here, and I did. So it has to be true. Make some quick dinner, probably pasta. I had some shrimp with zucchini noodles and like some garlic butter broccoli. earlier. Pretty good. Gotta make sure it's not fake ZD, because then it would be impasta. Oh my god, Nox. Impasta. Wow. Hold on. What can I put in onto the screen that indicates, oh yes, this. Oh, Nox. I meant to gigantify that, but that will work. Also, what do I have? Invisible cow, pun hammer, camera stare. There it is. Okay. So it has to be true. Oh, and there's the... And then, before you can wrap your head around all this, the skies are once again set ablaze, exactly as you remembered, only confusing you even further. That's a lot of boom, whoosh, broom. It's a clean sweep. What will happen now? Will you find yourself back at Dr. Fink's office in a moment? Will you remember anything? Or was this a one-time thing and the evening will now continue as if nothing has happened? Befuddled, you cast your gaze on your wristwatch. It's 8:47 p.m. Time. From now on you will have the exact time displayed here. Pay attention to it because in Rue Valley situations change when the time changes. Characters might leave some locations and arrive at others. Their mood might change and they might act differently at different times. That's cool. Okay, so it seems like 8:47 is when the reset happens. So each run through I have 47 minutes, I guess. The frenetic sound of the alarm nudges you back to the present.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
Wait, don't answer him. He's only trying to confuse you, to make you forget.
Mr. Harrell, can you hear me?
And you need to remember. To remember? Yes, there's something very important. A muffled sound of metallic clanging from the outside interrupts your train of thought. And suddenly, an image of a young woman punching and kicking the old vending machine emerges in your mind. But like the first rock in an avalanche, it's inevitably followed by others. And more memories start emerging. Receptionist, the thunder, the mysterious driver, and finally that of yourself, standing in front of the transformer under the fiery sky, hoping you won't forget everything again. Everything happened again. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any new ones, but there is an update to this. The loudest of thunderclaps happened as you foresaw. You found several red plastic shards by the power transformer where the careless driver smashed his rear light. And then the sky turned red again. As you struggle to put the memories in the correct order, your mental fog dissipates and two simple words form on your lips. Time loop. Wow, no red status effects. That's new. It's a time loop. You're in a time loop. Inspiration gained. Seems like you're trapped in some...
Time loop?
some sort of time loop where the same 47 minutes repeat over and over. He said time loop? I guess I said it out loud. Dr. Fink's voice pulls you back into the old motel room.
I don't think I follow, Mr. Harrow. Would you care to elaborate?
You just had to say it out loud. Good luck explaining it. You're in a time loop. It is the thing that lets you say, I'm trapped in a time loop. Oh, do I want to be more reckless or more dramatic? Well, I feel like this reckless one is pretty fucking dramatic, too. I can't stand this anymore! Yeah, that kind of sounded like Arnold a little bit.
Mr. Harrow, please.
As you step out of the doctor's office, trying to keep your attention away from the angry woman at the vending machine, you can't help but be pulled toward the only fragment of your previous life. Your car. Through the years of neglect and a few layers of desert sand, you manage to catch a glimpse of your own reflection in the car's window. Are you really thinking of running away? What else is there to think of? Bold choice. Nothing says I'm in control of my life like flooring it into the great unknown, or slinking back home. I just want to go home. Ah yes, home. Where the heart is, right? Hollow, cold, closed off, and abandoned. Pretty much. Are you sure? New idea gained. Drive back home.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Okay, hold on a second. So I am in fact in a time loop. It's 8:01. You checked your watch and saw that it happened at 8:47 p.m. Drive back home intention. Surely this place is less appealing than your bleak little apartment. Hold to commit. I don't want to commit to that yet. I only have one inspiration. But now I can interact with my car. It's turned orange.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Alright, let's see what's up with her now that we're motivated. She's still beating the vending machine. Hello, ma'am. Are you aware that we are in time loop? Talk with her. What happened to your lethargy? I grew tired of it and shook it off. Great news, but aren't you too anxious to talk to her? I've never been less anxious in my life. Really? Okay, you got this then. Let's see why she's beating up the machine. Why do you need coffee this late?
Says the guy who looks like he's had at least 7 cups already.
She grins.
This would be my first today, believe it or not. Excuse me, but I'll try getting my coffee.
Her words are accentuated with a very loud bang. Is there no other place to get coffee around here?
No, unfortunately not. I'm stuck with this broken piece of antiquity.
Turns her attention back to the machine.
Work, you piece of crap.
Maybe the universe is telling you to switch to tea or something.
And as soon as the universe produces tea that smells, tastes, and feels like coffee, I'm all in.
Get on it, universe.
But seriously, what do we do now? I cannot survive what's left of the day without coffee.
Maybe you can fix it. After all, it's just an old machine. Undoubtedly, the malfunction is caused by something mundane.
Spit it out already!
Not coming any closer until the angry woman leaves.
Come on, you thief!
So I have a new idea. The vending machine seems to be stuck. Apparently the lack of coffee is turning some people into monsters. Maybe you can do something about it. Wait, does that take 2?
I'll break you open if I have to.
Okay, I can't mess with the garbage probably thrown out by the residents of the motel and forgotten by whoever was supposed to pick it up. Okay, so I can't mess with that anymore. Better get into a car. This road is not made for walking. But see, now I can't examine this thing, which is weird. Oh, because the guy hasn't crashed into it yet. It happens later in the time loop. So the evidence regarding the guy crashing... Oh, but look, those marks are still on the ground right here. So those marks, I guess, had nothing to do with him.
Come on, you thief!
Alright, it's 8:03. Let's,
I'll break you open if I have to.
see what's up with my car. Even though the car is a mess, it still has gas, and it's better than walking. I'm not gonna drive anywhere right now.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
I was wrong both times. Remember when I thought it was a ballet? That was even wrong. And then I thought it was Rub Wallet, and that was wrong. You look at the poster again, and it suddenly hits you. Heavily damaged letters at the top read Rue Valley, not Rue Ballet or Rub Wallet. As you look at the illustration again in disbelief, you start to realize that what you thought was a ballet performance at first is in fact something completely different. Let's take a look at the audience. The audience is a cluster of inanimate boulders, their shapes distorted to resemble people sitting and making gestures. The stage is but a desert landscape, with orange sand dunes and a rocky mountain range in the background you mistook for the curtains, and the chandelier that you saw is just an embellishment on the poster's border. The ballerina. The ballerina is a group of people huddled together with their hands raised, their movements blurred by the damage to the poster. And the orchestra? The musicians are in fact a group of disfigured trees and cacti, their branches angled in a way resembling different instruments. You shake your head in disbelief, feeling a mix of confusion and embarrassment. The realization that you've been looking at a distorted and damaged illustration of a desert landscape all this time, instead of a fancy ballet performance, makes you feel like a fool. Look, I've been there. But as soon as the embarrassment settles, a more profound feeling emerges. You were so sure that what you were seeing was the truth, and yet it's not. Could it be that any of your strongest beliefs may be turned upside down just like this? How can you ever be sure about anything?
Spit it out already!
The poster definitely reads Rue Valley.
Come on, you thief!
No bus until tomorrow. Comfy bench, probably just for wasting time, right? The bench doesn't look very comfortable, but you're glad there's a place to chill around here. Pointless to even try to get anywhere without a vehicle. Okay. So I now have 2 inspirations.
Spit it out already!
Coiled like a sleeping serpent.
Come on!
Can I
you
talk to the
thief.
dumper?
I'll break you open if I have to.
After a few moments, Jason Burns opens the door. Sorry, wrong door. Okay, so that hasn't changed.
Give me my coffee.
What about my, Oh, I can't even go back in my room right now. Okay.
Come on, you thief!
No, I don't need to unplug the modem. Of course, I've rebooted it 12 times already. Mm-hmm.
It's a list of rules to follow while staying in the motel. Just a quick glance tells you they cover a lot. You zero in on the ones that stand out, the ones that catch your eye for all the wrong reasons. No dancing without appropriate cause, especially outside this room. Apparently dancing is one of the activities strictly off limits at this motel. I'll tap my feet and move my hips while sitting in this chair. No one can stop me from doing that. That's right. A little chair groove never hurt anyone. Keep the spirit of dance alive, even if it's only from your seat. No whistling or any other kind of intense vocal noise after 8 p.m. Something stirs inside you, an urge to rebel against this ridiculous rule that is trying to silence you. First, we're gonna whistle. Are you okay, Mr. Harrow? Feeling better now, actually. That helped. Well, alright then. I glad it worked, I guess. Jaunty gumption to whistle. Yeah. Jaunty gumption. Oh, God. Lights out by 11:01 p.m. Any deviation in turning off the light at the stated time might interfere with motel energy efficiency. Interfere with energy efficiency? What are they running here? A space station? Someone clearly likes to keep their energy bills predictable. Always the same. No surprises, no spikes. Everything neat, tidy, under control. These rules cover a lot of things. Skip reading the rest. Someone clearly didn't want to leave anything to chance. Every little thing is spelled out, every potential deviation accounted for. The kind of overkill that screams control freak. The rules are written and signed by Anita Fleming. Right. These rules are a bit much, especially for a motel in the middle of nowhere.
no. I didn't misconfigure the firewall.
No stealing the pen this time. I guess the great pen heist cannot
There's
be
nothing you can
repeated.
do to help me? How about check the repair log or...
All the attention of the girl behind the counter is occupied by the ongoing phone call.
a supervisor? Sure, put them on.
She says to whomever she's talking to. Alright, let's try to get her attention again with a social check. I probably can't, though, because I'm too everything. Too extroverted. So to succeed that check, I would need to do something that makes me less extroverted. So definitely not getting tipsy, for example. Oh, I'm going to write a large hello on the pamphlet using a pen. Creating a message takes a few moments. You raise it, and she notices it while still on the phone. Smiling, she whispers,
Got it. I'll be with you soon. Yes, Rue Valley Motel. Our Coral Destiny internet antenna is down.
"Can I do anything different in here?" Some of them are labeled ban, one says documentation. Okay, that's the same as before. So,
No, the repair tech already came yesterday.
it's 8:06.
Said the internet will be up by noon today.
She's going to be on the phone for I don't know how much longer. At least 15, 20 more minutes, probably.
I'll break you open if I have to.
So, my only real options at this point are to wait and make time pass, or let's check available Wi-Fi connections. You spot two Wi-Fi networks, one labeled Rue Valley Guest and another labeled RV Staff. One welcomes you in, the other pretends you don't exist. It's not for you and makes no effort to be. Let's try to guess the staff network's password. I don't think a random sequence of numbers is going to work. Someone around here has to know it. Tap on the guest network. The little Wi-Fi icon lights up like a small victory, but the illusion doesn't last. It's a hollow connection, all signal and no substance. You stare at the screen for a second longer than necessary, as if willing it to change its mind, but no luck. Wait, but I actually do have Wi-Fi, right? Okay.
Give me my coffee.
Alright, so I could choose to activate one of these. Fix vending machine, drive back home. Or I could just get in the car and drive somewhere. Or I could wait.
Spit it out already. Come on.
Yeah, interesting premise with the time loop. It is indeed. How did I get tipsy before?
I'll break
Oh
you open
yeah,
if I have to.
the doctor guy. I drank some of his booze, but I've already run out on him today, so there's no getting tipsy today, I guess.
Give me my coffee, you jerk.
So I guess I'm gonna drive somewhere.
Come on, you thief.
I can't drive back home unless I activate the drive back home idea. Drive north. This is a very jaunty driving situation. That only took 3 minutes. Oh. Wait, what does that say? Be something of something. Or up something. Be horse of cunt, I guess. The creek winds through the desert, its clear waters carving a deep passage through the stone, a testament to centuries of relentless erosion. Stepping up to the jagged overhang, you take a deep breath, the warm air mingling with the sun-scorched scent of the stone. Probably not. You don't think so? The stream hums, inviting you to lighten your burden and share in its flow. Let's disturb the creek. I got inspiration from that? Is there a better way to interfere with a body of water than dropping a rock and watching the ripples deform the reflection? The stream hums, inviting you to lighten your burden and share in its flow. Let's pay my respects. Oh, that's how I'm paying my respects? By pissing in it? What? Whoa! That is some dangerous looking urine there, sir. You need to get to a doctor. Share your burden with the Rue Valley's waters. I got an achievement. You offer a fleeting tribute. Dude, your piss is not supposed to look like the fucking green Gatorade. Like radiation poisoning or something. You offer a fleeting tribute to the current, a warm trace of yourself to be carried downstream, mingling with the wild, vanishing as swiftly as it came. Alright, well I have a lot of things now, so maybe I will try the driving home thing since I have so many. Well, at least it has pathing. You can still see the motel in the distance. It's interesting that I can walk back to the motel. So what is exactly going on here? This is obviously closed off, because of course it is. The view is striking. The endless sky stretches beyond Rue Valley, an indifferent witness to everything below. In the distance, the desert sprawls, its surface broken by hills, silent, ancient monuments standing watch over time itself. Below, the river winds through the mountains, a sinuous dancer draped in flowing silver, moving to a rhythm only it understands. So it's an emotional check to enjoy the view. I'm probably... maybe I can enjoy the view since I'm so sensitive and dramatic right now. Failure, too sensitive. Alright, I can't... Oh no, now I'm overwhelmed! The feeling is everywhere, inside you and all around you. +2 sensitive, +1 impulsive, and I have teary eyes. I overwhelmed myself by looking at a view. The sheer beauty of this place crashes over you like a tsunami, leaving you on the verge of tears. The world is breathtaking. The world is terrifying. I cry. It's too much to take in, too much to hold all at once. The enormity of it swells in your chest, pressing against something fragile. Move on. Too much to feel here anyway. So I need to come back to this view when I'm less sensitive. An old overpass. It doesn't look like it's been used recently. Not being used. You take a seat on the steel structure and let your legs swing loosely over the road. So, you are trapped in an ever-repeating 47 minutes. There has to be an explanation. Sure, but where to start? You're stuck in a random place and time. Nothing seems to happen, and yet too many things do happen to know them all. Small events, insignificant, forgettable stuff. Yet still, you have to observe everything, everywhere, all at once. Then somehow discern the important stuff from background noise and remember it. Your memory is the only tool you have at your disposal. Information is the key to solving this. There are just too many things to remember, I said dramatically. It's only 47 minutes. So I just observe and do nothing? You could do stuff too, sure. It's just that sitting on your ass and watching things unravel is much easier. No willpower required. That is my my modus operandi. Alright, let's wait until something interesting happens. Other than the monotonous hum of the creek to which you contributed your bodily fluids, nothing interesting happens. You still see the silhouette of the motel sign in the distance as you feel time pass. Okay, so what did about 9 minutes pass just then? But what's that? So 8:20. You see Jason Burns gasping for breath while riding a bicycle. Oh, it's his bicycle. Whoa, he's hauling ass. Poor guy's in a hurry. If he doesn't stop somewhere soon, he will get soaked. Let's wait and see what else happens. The rain is about to start, and you begin to wonder what will happen next. The motel is not far from here. What do I think of the game so far? It's cool. It's not actually as funny as Disco Elysium, I don't think, and I don't think the writing is as I don't know how to put it, sophisticated, but it's still really good. You can even see the pinkish glow of the neon sign. You know that the careless driver drove from the motel in the direction of this roadblock. How did he get past the roadblock? That's what you're about to see. Sit, wait, and pay attention. As the thunder subsides, you realize how, with every passing loop, it seems to startle you a bit less, as if your body is getting used to it. You making pasta? Sounds good. What kind of pasta? But the driver is still nowhere to be seen, and the first time you saw him, he was right there in the motel parking lot, before the thunder. A slew of questions surrounds you like a swarm of bees. Why is he not back in his place like everything else? So many questions, but one thing seems certain. Somehow he's special. Get up. So... Oh, I'm on the other side of the thing now. You'll have to continue slogging on foot. Regular spaghetti with his new basil sweet tomato sauce I got. You're actually cooking at home? Nice. Sounds good. Alright, we walk from here. But the explosion's about to happen. Oh, now I'm soaked. Drenched to the marrow, water drips from your clothes, forming puddles at your feet. Drowned rat vibes. That makes you more impulsive being wet, huh? I thought maybe I'd see something special about the explosion if I was way out there. The checkout. I tried to leave this damn motel and all that therapy nonsense behind, but everything kept falling apart. I don't understand, because look at how many dots this has on it. Okay, so I actually have to have 5 inspiration to do this. But right now, this is the only thing, because I'm sleeping. This is my sleeping mind map. Yeah, the graphical style is pretty cool.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. Of course, Mr. Harrow. Feel free to ask anything. Doctor, I saw the whole sky being set on fire.
Oh? So what would you say that fiery sky means to you?
I'm not speaking symbolically. It really happened.
Understood. Well, there are many phenomena that may make the sky look like it's aflame.
It's one of those phenomena, the sky actually being a flame.
For instance, recent solar flares have caused the aurora borealis to move much further south than we thought possible. Tell me, how did you feel when the sky was burning?
He doesn't know anything about the fiery sky. You can play his game if you want to, talk about your feelings, but will you find out anything useful? Afraid, mostly. Like a primordial man woke up in me. One that doesn't know how the universe works.
No wonder. Our basic impulses often take over when we come face to face with the incomprehensible. Fight or flight might be a truism, but it's true. What's curious is that you were neither in fight nor flight mode. Often, how we're feeling about something is far more important than what's happening. I urge you to think some more about this, and we shall discuss it next time. Any other questions?
I am trapped in a time loop. Just by the way. Well, ain't that the smartest thing to say to a psychotherapist at the end of your first session? He's probably going to draft you a certificate of sanity right now.
I see.
Gives you a concerned look and starts to scribble something in his notebook. You're pretty sure that he wrote down the word crazy at least once. You think I'm crazy? Yes.
Of course not. I'm just keeping notes so we can be on track in our next sessions. For which I think you could use a good night's rest. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
So this time I spent 5 whole minutes in here talking to him. I want to look at my mind map. Okay, so looking at my mind map, you're in a time loop has updated. It says least you can do is find a bench and observe what's going on. What is this? The careless driver. He did not show up again. Somehow he defies the loop. Somehow he is special. Jason Burns. You saw him at the roadblock riding a bicycle north. Yes, I did. What happens if I try to drive back home? You know what? I'm not going to do that yet. I'm not going to do that yet. Well, should we go through his stuff again? 8:05 p.m. The rules stare down at you, judging. They know you're breaking them.
The exit is behind you. That's the bathroom.
May I use it, please?
Of course.
He's not happy about that. Let's look at this again. The gorgeous redhead in a tight dress is still here, holding her gun. Let's inspect the book. The book must be old, given the yellowed and well-thumbed pages. The cover is wrinkled with use, the printing flaking off in places. Despite the cover's condition, one particular fleshy point tries to attract all your attention. But in the shadows above the girl, you see the glint of a knife's blade and the white of a predatory smile. Let's read the blurb on the back cover. Lillian Miller is a decorated veteran detective of Gray City PD. When several prostitutes are found dead and horribly mutilated in the poor areas of the city, Lillian volunteers to go undercover. The hunt for the serial killer will send her into a spiral of fever romance, mystery, and self-discovery. Let's open a random page and read the first sentence you see. Your hands stumble upon a bookmark somewhere in the middle of the book, as good a place to start as any. With a deep sigh of pleasure and relief, she slid off of his sweat-drenched body. You're not sure what's happening or why, but that's how it is when you start reading a book in the middle. Right, better not spoil it. Let's start from the beginning. Let's take a look at the first couple pages. The first page bears the usual book blabber, publisher, printer, copyright owner, international standardized book number, all the boring stuff. The second page has the author's dedication to Rosemary and her tea. Without both, this book wouldn't exist. Below the print, scribbled by hand, to Gideon. Good fun. You need some of that in your life right now. And an illegible signature. All right, we're taking it. Now let's find a calm and comfortable place to read this gem. I'll read it ironically. Okay. Gorgeous redhead in tight dress is still here holding her gun. So apparently I can find a place to sit down and actually read this. A stranger who looks exactly like you is looking you straight in the eye. Toothpaste, the roll of toilet paper, and the bottle of Numb Night are still inside. Oh, I can't drink again. Okay. Alright. And I can't talk to him anymore, so... we out. But he didn't give me the purple pill.
I'll break you open if I have to.
See if I can talk to her about the book. Undeterred, she keeps hitting it. Okay, so I don't have the fixed vending machine idea yet. So I could sit on a bench and try to read the book. I could drive somewhere again. Maybe I can ask Jason Burns where he goes on his bicycle. Poster definitely reads Rue Valley.
I'll break you open if I have to.
I'm knocking on door number 5. After a few moments, Jason Burns opens the door. Oh, nope. I can't ask him about... I must have to have an idea, an intention, before I can...
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Alright, so...
Spit it out already!
let's go ahead and...
I'll break you open if I have to.
I guess we'll drive south this time. Oh, we could sit and read the book, I guess. We could sit and read the book in the office.
Give me my...
Yes, I have rebooted the modem. Of course it's urgent.
Maybe in here
Our
I could
guests
try to
don't have
find a thing
Wi-Fi,
for the
credit card
Wi-Fi
machines are
password.
dead, we can't-
Hey, Splode! Good to see ya. How you doing? Nope, I can't find anything about the Wi-Fi password in there right now.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about. Your repair techs escalate to customer engagement. What does that even... All right, fine. Transfer away.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can try again, but it's not going to work because I'm too extroverted. Wait, what? Now it's a success? Why is it a success now? Is that it just because it was the third time? As they say, the third time's the charm. Every setback is a lesson, and you've been an avid student. It took a few tries, but you nailed it. Sorry for interrupting, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Spread your hands in an excuse me gesture. What does an excuse me gesture looks like? Hold on, I'm trying to imagine how I would do that with my hands. What does an excuse me gesture look like, you guys? Is it like both palms facing toward the person? Is it palms up? Is it palms down? Is it like arms out to the sides? I don't know how to do an excuse me gesture.
Hey, listen, I have to go now. So let's yeah, we'll have to manage without it today. I know, sorry. Bye.
Look at that big key behind her. She looks at you and at first seemingly ignores your plea, but several moments later you hear her saying,
Hey, listen, I have to go now. So let's yeah, we'll have to manage without it today. I know, sorry. Bye. Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
oh, now I can ask her all kinds of stuff. But I don't have the idea to fix the vending machine yet, so I can't ask that. I could just straight up tell her I'm trapped in a time loop. Talking to her about the rules is interesting, about the Wi-Fi. Hey, quick question about... Oh, hey, quick question about your Wi-Fi. Oh, Mr. Harrow, I'm so sorry. We're actually having a tiny bit of trouble with that right now, but I can assure you we're working on it. And, what about your staff network? Any chance I can get the password for it? Yeah, because that works. Sure, but it won't do you much good. That one is also down for the moment. I'd still like to have it, if you don't mind. Okay, we'll make an exception since this is a rather special case. It's RV staff 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once again, we're terribly sorry for any inconvenience. RV staff 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Yeah, Dad's got a habit of forgetting things, so we just went with the simple route. And we only have 8 rooms, so it's kind of clever if you think about it. Sure, thanks. You've got some pretty detailed rules in this motel.
Yeah, my mom wrote those. She was real proud of them, too. Took enforcing them very seriously.
So it's a family business. She's the daughter of the owners, presumably.
She thought it was crucial. Rules for everything. To keep the place running smoothly, that was her whole thing.
Who gives a shit about the rules?
Let's not overdo it, though. I mean, I like structure. It's good to have some. Just not the kind that feels like a cage, you know? Anyway, since my mom left, we don't really enforce them anymore. Not like we used to. To be honest, we barely pay attention to them now. They're just there. Part furniture, part relic of the motel's past. As for my mom, she couldn't care less. There's a whole new set of rules for her new place. A fresh start.
Oh, she bailed on this place. Her tone hardens, frustration leaking through despite her effort to sound casual. So it sounds like her relationship with her mom's not great. You sound irritated.
It's all those rules. They're like her shadow, stretching into every corner of our lives. Sometimes I still feel it, even though she doesn't even live here anymore. But don't mind me. That's just family stuff, you know?
Have you seen a guy wearing a red plaid shirt, driving a blue tow truck?
Oh, that has to be Uncle Frank.
Oh, we know about Frank now. She chuckles.
He's a family friend. You've met him?
He almost killed me with his driving.
Yeah, sorry. He's reckless like that. Just a few days ago, he crashed into a street lamp near the shuttle stop. But, you know, he and my dad go way back, so...
Is he literally Uncle Frank, or is he just an avuncular figure who gets the honorary title of uncle? As we all have at some point. He shrugs.
I guess that's also why he lets him stay at the motel for free.
Uncular? No, avuncular. It's a word. It means like an uncle. So he's staying right here? Point my finger down. As if to indicate where here is.
Yep, right here.
Eyebrows raised, she points down as well.
In fact, he's been living here for the last 2 years.
Wow.
Dad says he's a good man that fell on some hard times. I want to believe it, but I don't see it. So, why are you asking about him?
You just need to talk to him.
Oh, His room is number 1, but I don't see his pickup outside, so he's probably not in there.
We're learning a lot here. Also, I am trapped in time loop.
Oh, well, that's an interesting thing to hear.
You managed to transform her extreme enthusiasm into pure awkwardness.
Anyway, let's get you into your room. So, number 6, the last one on the 2nd floor. Everything is ready for you. And
Here we go again.
here, your key card.
With the enthusiasm out of the picture, the prolonged explanation of keycards and electronic locks is also gone. She just holds the piece of programmable... Programmable. Why is that a hard word to say? She just holds the piece of programmable plastic in her hand, waiting for you to take it. Congratulations, you managed to make this very awkward, and you're usually not an awkward person.
Don't you worry about anything. Dr. Fink is the best.
And she thinks you're crazy. Let's get reckless. Listen, I'm trapped in the fucking time loop, and everything is repeating over and over again. You take a deep breath, about to scream your lungs out. But wait. What? Just think about it. You're a stranger that just arrived at this motel. You're in therapy. That already makes you look half crazy. And now you're about to yell at this poor girl about time loops and temporal anomalies. She obviously doesn't get it. You're just going to end up looking like, just plain old me. Exactly. And nobody likes plain old you, not even you. How about you tone it down a bit? The fucking narrator is sassing me.
Mr. Harrow?
She waves the key card in front of your face. Never mind. Just take the key card.
Thank you for your trust, sir.
Don't I need to sign a document?
Oh, you can do it some other time. Don't you worry about anything.
She just wants to get me out of here. Suddenly, Jason Burns enters the reception area and approaches the desk, addressing you.
Very sorry to interrupt, but this is an emergency. Robin, the Wi-Fi is not working in my room.
I'm really sorry. The whole motel's been without internet since Friday.
Since Friday? You've had no internet all weekend?
I know. The internet antenna just stopped working all of a sudden.
All right, no time to lose. Let me take a look at that antenna.
Oh, no need for that. A repair technician already came yesterday and fixed it. She said the internet should be back up today around noon.
It's 8 p.m.
But the day's already over.
I know. I just got off a call with customer support.
And?
Well, the first operator said this issue falls under another department and he could connect me to them, but since it's Sunday, probably no one will pick up. But since that's the only way, they put me on hold with that awful elevator music, and then...
Can we cut to the conclusion, please?
I was just about to tell you! They said the case is still being processed, and I supposedly misheard the technician who must have said tomorrow or later.
If they said that to me on the phone, they're like, don't worry, sir, your internet will be working tomorrow or later. I'd be like, hold on, what do you mean, or later? Like, that could just be any time between now and the end of time.
So, no telling when it'll be back up.
I'll be back up today or later.
That's right. Sorry.
I'm gonna keep listening, of course.
This is absurd. Why is this happening now, of all times?
During the time loop.
I have a crucial online meeting at 8:35. Missing it is not an option. I absolutely need the internet.
So is that why he's riding his ass off on the bike later?
I'm very sorry about it.
After all these years, I finally got a shot at restoring the Rue River aquifer, and now I'll miss my only chance.
My question is this. I think during the first day of the time loop, we came in here and sat in the chair and just faffed about for a long time in here, waiting for her to get off the phone. And he never came in here that time. Unless I came in here later than this the first time, which is possible.
That's possible? I thought our Blackwater situation was one of those unsolvable problems.
Impossible.
No. We've had a process developed for 5 years already. Ever since then, the only thing missing is funding. And now that I've finally gotten the chance to pitch it to someone with both the resources and the interest to back it, everything's falling apart because of the broken internet antenna. That's my luck. I tripped at the finish line and lost the race at the last second.
No, come on! The race isn't over! We are not going to lose! I won't allow it!
You won't?
Of course not! If the future of my hometown hinges on this meeting, I won't let your defeatist attitude drag us down. The motel may be offline, but there's internet at the belt.
Oh, that's why he's riding his ass off on his bike to the north, is so he can get to the place where he has fucking internet. This is a different Robin than the one you're used to. There's fire in her, a steely resolve. She's got game, that's undeniable. Obviously, we're going to continue listening. This is like the radio... Like, I proved it with the radio station in... what was the name of that game? And the phone call in Kentucky Route Zero. I'll listen to something forever. God, the radio station was awesome. What was that game? I mean, I remember the game with the rap battle versus Dracula and all that. It was like the kind of Lovecraftian horror point-and-click adventure. But what was it called? Gibbous. It was called Gibbous. Oh, Gibbous was so good. Alright, let's continue listening. The motel may be offline, but there's internet at the belt. Wait, she already said that. I mean, the voice actress already said that.
The what?
The new bar my mother opened. It's a 5-minute drive to the north. Although right now there's a roadblock on the way.
But I don't even have a car.
Oh, right. Well, the good news is the roadblock won't be a problem then.
And the bad news?
You'll have to ride a bicycle there, and it looks like a storm is coming. You'll need a personalized card to use the bike. Here, take my card.
Oh, that's going to be important later. We're going to have to get that bike at some point.
Oh, thank you. How do I use it?
Just lean the card against the marked surface on the steering wheel and wait for the green light and buzzing sound. Oh, wait, take these noise-canceling headphones too. My mother is not in the best mood today, so it might get loud at the bar and can't have you getting distracted during the meeting.
Thank you. Let's hope I'll make it there in time. And their internet is working.
Okay, this girl is way more helpful than anyone who's ever worked at any motel I've been to.
Don't worry. Drive carefully, and good luck.
Your ears are pierced by a ringtone that you swore to change years ago. Is it this guy?
Hello, sir.
It's this guy.
Nice speaking with you, Gene
Wait,
Harrow.
this guy's calling at 8:15? I thought he called a lot later in the night. Am I a crazy person? I guess I'm wrong. It's that guy, again. You are.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
That sounds great, Mr. Rugger, but I have a question first, if I may.
But of course, Mr. Harrow, I'm here to answer any questions you might have. At your service, as they say.
Have you ever experienced the sky catching on fire?
The firmament is in flames? Are there any winged women in golden armor? Or a monstrous wolf devouring the sun? Or bearded giants duking it out with hammers? Ring any bells?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I saw a fantastic opera recently about the end of the world, and your question inspired me.
Okay. Mr. Rugger.
So, can we move on to the primary reason for my call, Mr. Harrow? If my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
You're referring to my psychotherapy here in Rue Valley.
Mr. Harrow, let me be frank with you.
Okay, this is
I
what
have
he
no
said
idea.
before.
I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, so I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation?
Alright.
Now that's what I like to hear. I'll write down your general consent here and forward. Well, Mr. Harrow,
Okay, that was all the same. I like that I was able to ask him about the sky on fire, though. So apparently we know that Mr. Rugger's an opera fan. I don't think that's going to be relevant, but you never know. So... Can I look at the rules some more? No. Okay, what do we got? So we learned about Frank, the mysterious driver. His name is Frank. He's staying at the motel in room 1. This is all we put down into our memory about this? You saw him at the reception area talking with Robin? We didn't write down about how he was trying to get to a meeting or anything? Her mother's name is Anita. Okay. What triggers the time loop in this game? Did you die or something? I missed quite a bit of this. Like, at 8:47 at night, there's like this massive, well, you can't, it's like there's a massive explosion off in the distance. We don't actually know that it's an explosion, but it's like the whole sky lights up and there's like a huge, like, you know, blowing shockwave or whatever, or maybe it's just really strong wind, and like everything is all lit up. I mean, the way it kind of, and a really loud sound, it kind of looks like there was like a massive explosion in the distance, like maybe even like a nuclear bomb or something. But we don't know exactly. And then it all ends and you end up at 8 o'clock again. So it's 47-minute time loop.
How can I help you, Mr. Harrow?
Okay, I still don't have the idea to fix the vending machine, so I can't ask her about that, but I could sit in here now and read the book. Here looks very old but sturdy. Sit down again. Back to the phone. Enter the staff network password. Success. It connects without protest, but once again, nothing. You're in, technically, but the internet rings hollow. Another signal wrapped in false promise. So it really wants me to be on a bench. Oh no, let's kill some time with this book. Until the loop ends? But I don't want to do it in here. Maybe I do. After the obligatory special thanks, author, editor, and publisher notes, you reach the page where the story begins. Her fingers trembled as she took out a cigarette from a case and lit it up. Maybe the nicotine and burning chemicals will mask the stench coming from the alley. Maybe. In all her 9 years in Gray City's PD, she never saw or smelled anything like this. Yep. Dead less than a day, but smells like a week's worth of decomposition. Hard to tell until we find all her body parts. Even Jerry Vedder, the grizzled and nearly retired medical examiner, wasn't left unfazed by the gruesome crime. He's getting too old for this shit. Blackness started to engulf Lillian's vision as another dizzy spell was coming upon her. Not half as bad as you thought. Maybe you should get comfortable. Seems like it's going to be a long ride. Let's get comfy and continue reading. So time is passing. I wasn't sure if she would say something if we were sitting here reading that book in here. Oh, that was the lightning. You know, Robin has never sat down this entire time. She also hasn't done anything. She's just standing there. As the half-decently written words carry you through the story, your internal clock nudges you back to reality. It's time for the explosion. That's enough for now. Yeah, I mean, this really seems like a nuclear bomb went off. You're getting used to this. A fire in the sky, loud noise, your typical Sunday. Close my eyes. I wonder if you have a limited number of loops that you go through before, like, you lose or something. See, I'm saving up for this. I have 4 of these inspiration points, but I need 5.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. Now that I think about it, you can wait until the next session.
All right, then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. I mean, I can go in here. It won't let me drink his booze again. Right? Right, it won't. I can get the book again. Take it with me. Okay, go. So I have to say very specific things, I think, if I want him to give me the purple pill. I might not even be able to get the purple pill again.
Spit it out already!
Okay, so I can't even really talk to her about anything else until I have the fixed vending machine ideation or whatever it's called.
Come on, you thief!
So I don't think there's really a lot of reason to go in and mess with Burns or... Oh, now we know that Frank lives in room number 1, and now it's interactable. So let's do this. A door to Frank's room. This whole time, it was right next to Dr. Fink's room. Knock. No answer. Frank, I know you're in there. The only answer you get is full-fledged silence. I'm straining my ears for any hint of life behind that door. The silence only deepens, swallowing the room behind the door. Knock on the door harder, longer, insistently. The door remains stubbornly closed. I just want to talk, Frank. Nothing more. Even if he's in there, he clearly doesn't want to engage. Frank, cut the crap! Open the door right now! The echo of your voice fades into the void, swallowed by the oppressive stillness. Ignoring me will solve nothing, Frank! No response. Not a single peep. Maybe he is pondering my words. Or maybe he's just not there at all. Just give up. New idea gained to enter Frank's room. So let's try the doorknob. Locked. Alright, so that is yet another one. Seems he's either not there or he won't open up, plus the room is locked. You could try to enter his room somehow. So I can spend one of my things to do that idea, but I don't want to yet. I could probably get a key to his room.
Spit it out already.
From, you know, if I could, like, there was a big old key behind
Come
Robin
on,
in
you
here.
thief. I'll break you open if I have to.
So I think I don't think there's any reason to try to talk to Jason Burns again right now, but let's just do it just in case. Yeah, it's the same. I must have to have a specific idea to be able to go up and like actually talk to him about something. Alright, I guess we go for a drive.
Come on, you thief. I'll break you open if I have to.
Alright, I don't think there was much else to do to the north. So let's go south. Jaunty drive. Feeling the gumption. Okay, so it's 8:08. Oh, we found a gas station. The road stretches far to the south. Somewhere down that road is your home, 1,000,000 kilometers away. I hope it's not literally 1,000,000 kilometers, because what's the circumference of the Earth? Probably less than 1,000,000 kilometers, I'm guessing. Overflowing, but it wants more. Okay. These are some very expensive wheels. Fast service, repair station. Max gas. 40,000 kilometers. So, man, my house must be really far. I don't want to chill. Wait, did they have Wi-Fi? You notice a flickering Wi-Fi network, max gas. It's shaky, but has just enough juice to get you going. Alas, even those 3 bars are locked behind a password. Okay. Not a lot to interact with out here. Alright, let's go in. Do I even have any money? I don't think I even have any money. What is this? Oh, maybe I could trade the book for some other goods or services. Probably not. Alright, what's in here? Oh, let's look at this. In front of you is a plain, old-school poster showing a tiny cat clinging to a narrow branch, paws barely hanging on. Below that precarious feline, the words, "Hang in there," convey a straightforward message of encouragement in heavy block letters. Interesting. Haven't seen a motivational poster like this in ages. They come and go. One decade, they're nostalgic kitsch. The next, they're everywhere again. Rinse, repeat. It's the poster from the Key and Peele skit? Oh, is it really? I mean, I do remember posters like that. Oh, I can be nosy. Who put this poster here anyway? And why here, of all places? There must be a story behind it. It's one of those secrets waiting to be unlocked, and every revelation only draws you in deeper. Even if the answers never come, just searching for them can fuel you with a certain energy. It's me, reckless. I need this! Rip the poster from the wall. Now the kitty will follow you everywhere. Well, at least until the loop ends. Alright, kitty, I'll hang in there. Oh, I got inspiration for that. Nice. For a moment, you'd swear the cat winks back, only for reality to remind you it's just your imagination. Oh, but the poster doesn't enter my inventory or anything. Okay. It looks like the only thing I can really do in here besides that is talk to the cashier. So let's see how that goes. Though she meets your gaze, the woman chews on something viciously for a few moments before she acknowledges your existence.
Welcome to Max Gas.
Okay.
You need some help getting gas in that city car of yours, or you want something else? We got no booze, mind you.
That city car of mine. Only for cities, they told me when I bought it. How do you know what I'm driving? You hear her finger tapping against thick glass.
The station's secured with cameras. You got a problem with that?
Do you treat all your customers with such scorn, or am I a special case? He said dramatically. A shadow flickers over her face and her shoulders slump.
Apologies. You're right, we've gotten off on a bad foot here.
Ah, she respected that.
Maxine K.
She extends a rough and calloused hand towards you. Eugene!
Nice meeting you. And before you ask, yeah, I named the station after myself, Max Gas.
I get the joke! You want your customers to get max gas!
To be honest with you, I didn't give that much thought to it. The name just made sense to me. I wanted to have something of my own, and I wanted it to be known.
This is why I always felt like shit when I had to use pseudonyms for my articles. Is it really even mine then? So I wrote articles, apparently?
Pseudonyms? Articles? You just continued a story that was already underway in your own head.
I was a content writer and was forced to use fake names for the articles that I wrote.
I know what pseudonym means, thanks very much. And this content writing thing sounds much like lying to me.
Pretty much.
But you do have a point. One must stake a claim to what they own, otherwise outsiders just gonna take it all.
Fucking outsiders, am I right?
I reckon this might look strange to you, but my family used to own this whole place from the mountains and the source of the River Rue to the canyon that goes to Gray City.
Really? They owned the mountains, huh? That's intense.
But the only thing that's left out of all is the ranch house up north. And from the whole large family, the only ones that's still alive are Pops, Alex, and me.
At least you still have a family.
To be honest, I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse right now. You didn't come here to listen to me rambling about the sad history and state of the K family. What can I do you for?
No, please do continue with your ramblings about your family's history. This brought a thin, transient smile.
Well, my great-grandpops came to this land some 130-odd years ago with nothing but a herd of cattle and a desire to make a name for himself. Maynard K was his name.
Good old Maynard K and his cattle.
Slowly, with hard work and a lot of sweat and blood, he purchased the whole valley from the state. Made it his own. Our family filled its coffers and prospered and built a magnificent ranch manor house.
Why is it called Rue Valley instead of K Valley then? Answer me that, commie. No, I don't know. If I knew convicts? If I knew cowboys earned so much money, I would have been one.
Not anymore, they don't. Today's all about industrial farming. No cowboys in there, let me tell you. That's exactly what happened. What killed my family. Fucking industrialization of food production.
It's the worst. I think we should go back to having to butcher animals for our dinner on the actual day.
It became much more profitable to cram as much cows as you can into concrete and metal boxes, make them live in their own shit and pump them full of antibiotics.
No, boxes full of cows.
I even heard the poor things are forced to eat their own dead.
What? Wait, what? Cows are eating cows? Okay, I have to ask about that one. Wait, what? Cows are eating cows?
Yeah, the feeble and the dead get ground up into powder, which they mix up with regular cow chow. Cannibalism on the side. This increases the calorie intake and reduces costs.
Good God.
That's how the story goes. Well, anywho, my grandpops Philip tried to persuade great-grandpops Maynard to modernize, to follow the new direction money could have taken him. They had an offer to make a co-op with General Meats. Maynard refused over and over again, and that caused some bad blood between the two.
He was in the right. You have to stick to what you know.
That was kind of the point, you know. If they industrialized the cows, Maynard would lose both the only thing he knew how to do and his way of life. So, K's kept on doing as K's ever did, herding through the whole valley. But the industrials were making more cheap meat over flooding the market, and eventually that choked the family business dead.
Those fuckers.
And as his business was dying, Maynard died. I'm just grateful he bit the dust before all he built with his own 2 hands fell to nothing.
Do you reckon the stress of it all had something to do with his death?
I guess, who knows? Don't get me wrong, he was 80-something, but still vital, still kicking, still riding through the valley till his last day. Philip always claimed the old man died out of spite, but I think he died from a broken heart.
Classic broken heart death. Broken heart, one of the greatest causes of death in the United States. But you didn't know.
Still, he tried to rally the family to industrialize, but it was too little too late. We were cornered out of the Gray City market by then. So, with no source of income, the family was forced to declare bankruptcy and sell the land back to the state at dirt cheap prices.
Oh no.
And that was the end of us. Within one generation, rise and fall of the House of K.
A meat oligarch family. Lady, I know stories. This is not the end.
It's the end for now. There are other stories about my family, but I ain't got the heart or mind to tell them.
Have you seen the guy wearing the red plaid shirt driving a blue tow truck?
Who, Frank? Yeah, he's the mechanic here. He's right there in his... What the...
As she turns to point toward the garage, her eyes widen and she stops mid-sentence. Should he be here?
That's impossible.
Impossible. New information about Frank. He was right here working in his garage till just a while ago, working on a car, like usual.
And there's only one road out of here. He couldn't have driven off without me seeing him.
So weird how they just randomly have an unvoiced lines every once in a while, and then it goes back to being voiced. No way! Dramatic.
I'm not crazy, I'm telling you. Hold on, I'll call him.
She reaches for her phone. Damn it, unavailable. Don't worry, you're not crazy. I'll never tell anyone to calm down.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
Any chance I could get the Wi-Fi password?
Are you gonna buy something or what?
Is that like a requirement for the password?
Well, it'd be nice. You ain't just here to gawk, are you?
Well, actually...
Don't you go get all riled up. I got the password here somewhere. It's T3ST exclamation point X5V3R1TA5.
Okay. Pastixis Veritas. Is this something in Latin?
If my no-good brother came up with that spew, and let me tell you, it's one of the easier passwords he came up with. You ought to see the awful mess of a daily password waiting on me back home. The thing looks like someone hit a keyboard while sneezing.
Also, I'm trapped in time loop. The only thing worse than the sudden stare she gave you was the excessive eye roll that followed. Why doesn't anybody believe me?
Look, I ain't got no time for crazy. You either gonna buy something or move on.
Look, I would implicitly believe somebody if they told me they were trapped in a time loop. And then I would try to talk them into doing all kinds of crazy shit. Because I'd be like, you're in a time loop. You might as well, you know what I mean? You might as well fucking stab that guy and see what happens. You're in a time loop. There'll be no consequences. Not me, though. Don't stab me. I'm not in a time loop.
I'm getting enough of this shit at home.
She looks very annoyed. Maybe this wasn't such a great idea. No, seriously, I'm reliving the same 47 minutes over and over again.
Alright, listen now.
She leans on the counter and points her finger up the road outside.
Just follow this road north and you'll reach the motel. Ask there for Doc Fink and you'll be all settled.
So she thinks I'm crazy.
Now either buy something or move on.
She thinks you're crazy. I get it. Oh, it's 8:15. This is when he calls. Yeah. All right. Mr. Rugger.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
That's correct. Percy's voice is intermingled with static.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at
I have
Ulterior.
a question first.
But of course, Mr. Harrow, I'm here to answer any questions you might have. At your service, as they say.
So I haven't asked him about the time loop yet. Have you been feeling like you're stuck in a time loop lately?
If I'm honest, maybe a little. I feel like things have been repeating themselves lately.
Could you be more specific?
Well, the last hour seems to last forever. The endless waiting for customers to answer the phone, the exhausting exchanges with each of them about their misfortune and how I can help them. Don't get me wrong, I love talking with you, Mr. Harrow. Your positive attitude towards me and my offer, coupled with your sincerity, really made my day. You're a light in the darkness.
Right, but back to my question.
Back to your question, Mr. Harrow. Well, yes, I do feel like I'm stuck in a loop. But that's part of the job. Every day seems repetitive, but you make little progress every day. Step by step, you create and recreate yourself. That's what I signed up for when I started. Now that that's settled, where were we? Ah, yes. If my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
Thank you, but I'm not interested in your services at the moment. Maybe tomorrow.
Of course. I'll assume you have nothing against my calling again later just to make sure you haven't changed your mind. I'll write that down here. Eugene, Mr. Harrow, it was a pleasure. Talk to you soon. Tschüss.
Before you have a chance to say anything, the phone line is already dead. Wait, is this the girl from the vending machine that just walked in? He's working as a mechanic at the gas station. He was there today but mysteriously disappeared. Is she trying to get coffee here since she couldn't get coffee at the What is this little one? Oh, that's Maxine, the owner of Max Gas. Okay. Right. She did give me the Wi-Fi password.
Hey, Max. What's up?
Hey, Riley.
Apparently her name is Riley.
Here's for the gas. You don't happen to keep some coffee under the counter, do ya?
No coffee, sorry. I got a couple cans of Mega Jitter in the fridge if you're that desperate.
Mega Jitter. So is this Outer Wilds 2? Yes, this is Outer Wilds 2.
Nah, those make me twitch like Uncle Ben on a clean day.
Uncle Ben.
I'll pass, thanks.
How you doing, Fry Guy? They both laugh. Uncle Ben. Okay, there was, in the boxes in the back room at the hotel office, there was a box labeled Ben. Related? Probably.
See my brother around, by any chance?
Yeah, he's right here in his...
Wait,
What the...
she's Frank's sister? Everybody in this place is related to each other. I guess it's a small town, so that kind of happens. As she turns to point toward the garage, her eyes widen and she stops mid-sentence.
He disappeared.
Ah, left without saying anything, huh? Typical Frank.
Typical Frank.
Nah, there's only one road out of here. He couldn't have driven off without me seeing him. Hold on, I'm calling him.
Wait, didn't she just do this?
I already tried calling him, Max. No use.
She nods at her but proceeds with the phone.
Mm-hmm. Off network. Damn.
Yeah. Pity. I was hoping to catch him at the motel before I head out.
Oh, where are you headed, by the way? Vacation?
Ah, nothing like that. I quit at Coral Destiny.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, I just need a change.
Ooh, thought you'd never leave.
I didn't think I would either, but here we are. Anyway, I'd rather not talk about it. I just wanted to say goodbye to Frank before I leave. You know, we've been at odds lately, but I hoped...
The sentence trails off, leaving the thought unfinished.
I know.
He's not at the motel, he's not here, so probably drove to Bothwood?
Bothwood. When the town was founded, they said, "What shall we build the town hall out of? Oak or pine?" And the mayor said, "Use both." And they called the town Bothwood.
Yeah, that sound like him, but still, I swear I've been standing right here looking at the only road the whole time. And I didn't see or hear him leave. No sound, no dust, no nothing. I went outside about an hour ago, maybe half an hour, talked to him. He was fixing Anita's car and his blue pickup was still parked there.
Who was Anita again? That was Robin's mom?
Well, couldn't he have driven it the other way?
Thought it was gonna be a Bofa D's nuts kind of joke. Not today, sadly.
Into the mine pit? I would have heard that for sure. Besides the fact...
He looks toward the pit. Besides, the fence is intact. Oh, this is Riley talking. Weird for sure, but it's Frank. There's always some sort of twist. They both fall silent for a moment. I can't stop listening because I'm nosy.
Hey, I know. Let's check the security camera footage. We'll see when and how he managed to disappear.
Oh, great idea. Let me see.
Tons of typing. This is exactly how people use computers for real.
Need admin access to rewind. Just a second, need to log in.
She starts typing on the keyboard and mumbling to herself, probably trying to remember her password. Your password is like T3ST1X5V3R1? TA5? Something very similar to that. I think I added some numbers at the end. She mutters to herself.
Oh, shit. Rain. And I'm on a bike.
Right, so that was her motorcycle.
Ah, sucks. You in a hurry?
Not really, but I wanted to stop by the cemetery before I continue on.
I think it's funny that they don't really react to the fact that I'm just standing there this whole time, just watching them have this conversation. It always happens in games, and I just feel like it'd be funny if in some game the NPCs were like, "Why are you just standing there listening to us?"
tough luck. Till the rain stops, it'll probably be night by then.
Yeah, not the best time to visit the cemetery. Oh, just my luck.
Anyways, I'm logged in now. Want to come behind the counter? Oh, wait, I'll just angle the screen so you can see it.
No need. I can see everything fine from here.
Alright, let's rewind.
There he is. Stop. It says 7:55 p.m. That's only half an hour ago.
So right before the time loop begins. The careless driver and his blue pickup appear on the screen.
Let's fast forward a bit.
Alright, let's see.
She fast forwards the video for no longer than a couple of moments, and the careless driver, as well as his pickup, disappear from the video.
Wait, what? He just vanished.
So he vanished because of the time loop somehow.
What? How?
I don't know.
There's no way. You must have misclicked or something.
I didn't. Look, it says 8 p.m. right there.
Go back a little. Maybe we missed something.
Okay, let's go back.
So he
7:59, and there he is again.
So he disappears right when the time loop starts. She presses a button.
Played at half speed.
Alright.
Plays the same part at half speed.
Unbelievable. 8 p.m. on a dot, and poof!
Yep. Continue listening.
Oh my.
He laughs nervously.
My brother's nuts. I can't believe he hacked the security camera.
Why would he do that?
I don't know, but I bet he wasn't really even there before 8.
So you think I imagined it? I know what I saw.
No, I'm just saying, Frank didn't just vanish into thin air. There's gotta be a rational explanation.
Time loop!
Well, I don't have one, but I know what I saw with my own eyes.
Maybe the footage skipped into another date or something. Let's rewind a bit more just to be sure.
Well, it's say 8th of August, 2027 right there in the corner, but let's try.
We're in 2027, apparently. The far future. Cyberpunk, basically. He starts rewinding the footage.
Look, 7:41, and that mirror right there as I remember it. I stepped out for some air, asked Frank how he's doing.
The clock on the screen keeps ticking backward. Around 7:25, Jason Burns briefly appears in frame, walking out of the gas station, in reverse. Oh, even Jason Burns was here too, huh?
Wait, who's that?
She doesn't know him? I thought everybody in this place knew each other.
Just a rando customer dropped by to ask something. No idea who he is.
I thought he was kind of famous. The dumper. She's stumbling over her own words. Is she hiding something? Oh, she does know who he is.
Oh, all right. You look kind of familiar, but I must have mistaken him for someone. Well, anyway, I don't get it. Frank couldn't have just sunk into the ground.
I'm telling you, something strange is going on here. You know, my dad has been disappearing from our house lately.
What, Walter too?
Well, not like this. He just somehow escapes the house while I'm at work.
That's insane. Doesn't it freak you out?
Well, he usually comes back on his own, but he never tells me where he's been. And I'm bloody worried something might happen. He's 86 after all.
Oh, well, of course you're worried. That's crazy.
Yep, he's done it again today. I asked Alex to look for him, but he's too busy with his project to leave the house. So as soon as that roadblock is down, I'm gonna close here and go look for him.
But how does he exit the house on his own?
I don't know. We got a fancy new door, we boarded up the windows, but it doesn't help. Pops has a secret way of just disappearing. Alex has some theories.
Where's Walter? Another mystery. As we get closer and closer to the bomb or whatever.
Don't get me started on Alex and his theories.
Fucking Alex. That guy.
Yeah, I know. But Frank disappearing like this? Even Alex would be dumbfounded.
She looks toward the screen.
Come on, it's not some paranormal thing. Frank's messing with us. I'm sure he's swapped the footage or something.
Oh, he didn't swap the footage.
Even if he swapped the footage, how do you explain he's there at 7:59 and gone at 8?
I don't know, but it's the only thing that makes sense. I've known him all my life. He's up to something.
Nosy stops. I just literally have to keep listening forever.
Brothers, right? Always pulling something.
Yeah, no kidding. You never know what you're gonna get with him.
And somehow they always manage to get away with everything.
Tell me about it. They drive you crazy, but you can't help but care about them.
Right. You try to look out for them, but they never listen, yet they expect you to be there when things fall apart.
He's so great. Like, I can just imagine this situation in real life where I'm just sitting there listening to have this conversation for like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden at this point I just go, true.
True. To be fair, Frank was there for me for 7 long years after Mom died, when we were living at the motel.
She lived at the motel for 7 years?
I was a difficult teenager, let me tell you, so you have to give him that. But ever since...
She falls silent for the moment.
Yeah, it changed him. You know, he's a good mechanic, but lately it's been a pain working with him. There's no such changes with Alex. He's been the same old lunatic he's ever been. A few more wrinkles, a little less hair. That's the only changes I see in him.
Well, consistency does count for something, even if it's consistently... chaotic.
I don't think Alex could be anything else, even if he wanted to.
As you said, brothers.
Brothers. She laughs.
Well, family is family. Maybe it's on us to figure out how to accept them for who they are.
Yeah, I don't know about that. When someone crosses my lines, I, cut them off.
Maybe that attitude is why a hot girl like you don't have a boyfriend.
It's definitely not that, trust me. And I'm far from being a girl, Max.
She laughs nervously.
Oh, come on, take the compliment. I'm 9 years older. I wouldn't complain about being called a girl. So, what's the reason then?
They're seriously having this conversation right in front of some random dude they don't know who's standing like 3 feet away?
I just haven't really been looking for a boyfriend. What about you? Anyone special?
Whew, I wish. If only I could have found someone decent and respectable. Pops would be so proud.
Trails off suddenly, leaving an awkward silence hanging in the air.
Hey, do you ever look back on something you did and wonder if you were wrong? Even though you thought it was the right choice at the time?
Well, I keep asking myself if I made a mistake every day since I quit.
No, not like that. I mean, something bigger.
She frowns.
Bigger than uprooting your entire life? I don't know. Feels like I'm already free-falling as it is.
I mean, something you'd rather people never know about, even if you had good reasons.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like the truth does more harm than good, but Keeping it quiet for too long, that's tough. Or at least for me. Maybe that's why I'm running now. Feels like freedom, leaving it all behind, but sometimes I wonder if I'm just avoiding facing some things head on.
Don't mind me. Yeah. Her voice is quiet, almost a whisper. Yeah. Easier to run. They both fall quiet for a while.
I think the rain is letting up. Hope it'll stop
When
soon.
does the big lightning thing happen? That's got to be pretty soon, right?
Hey, do you sell those little croissants? You know, the ones filled with stuff?
Stuff is my favorite kind of croissant.
24-hour butterbloom choco?
No, the ones with the vodka-flavored cream or something.
Ah, these.
She points to the package of mini croissants on the shelf.
Ah, yes! How much are they?
$9.89.
Here. Anyway, I'm glad we ran into each other, even if it was just in passing.
I mean, you didn't exactly run into each other. She works here. You know she works here. You came in here on purpose. It wasn't like, whoa, what are you doing here? But, okay.
Yeah, everyone's leaving one by one. I get it, though.
Yeah, well, people change, things change. New faces come eventually.
But war never changes.
Perhaps, but it's not the same. Us K's, though, we were the first to arrive, so nothing could convince us to leave. I just hope we don't die out soon.
Do we know what state we're in? I don't think we do.
You won't. Don't worry.
I still don't know what to make of Frank vanishing just like that.
But don't worry, the world's gonna end in 10 minutes. She looks at the monitor.
I know. It's weird. Gotta admit, something feels off.
Wait, I just have to see it once more.
She starts fiddling with the footage, playing it forward and backward. Every time, as soon as the timestamp reaches 8 p.m., the careless driver and his pickup completely disappear.
It's no use. Won't find anything new.
You're probably right. Oh, the rain seems to be stopping. I won't keep you any longer. Have a safe trip.
Thanks.
They share a long, silent look, the kind only possible between two people who couldn't be more different, yet have known each other forever. And then... This is when... 8:38 is when it happens. Oh, and her power went out for a minute. The loudest thunderclap strikes, and as if triggered by it, they both unfreeze, ending this heavy moment. And then she drove off on her bike. So, I'm still here. Alright, so a lot of stuff about Frank. CCTV footage from the gas station shows him vanishing at exactly 8 p.m. It actually makes sense. He might have been there in the first loop, but not in any other. That's what I was actually thinking. She has a brother, Alexander. Her father, Walter K., is missing. Maxine is acting strange about Jason the Dumper Burns, who's captured on the gas station CCTV around 7:30 p.m. You've talked with the receptionist about him. He's a regular at the motel. He's staying in Motel Room 5. It's kind of weird that we're getting all that in Maxine's thing. Where's Walter? Maxine's father is missing. Oh, this isn't a intention that I have to assign a thing to. It's just a thing for me to keep in mind. Her name is Riley. She used to work at Coral Destiny. You're in a time loop. Okay. Well, let's try a couple things. Let's see if we can talk to her again. She looks at you wondering if you just want to buy something or if you're just there to waste your time. Do you know Jason Burns? She flinches.
Pardon me, who now?
You know, the dumper. The look she gives you could curdle milk. Like you just dumped something grotesque right there in front of her.
Listen here, I don't know this fella, don't know him. End of story. Now, are you buying something, or you just here to ruffle my feathers?
I'll take one of those croissants filled with vodka.
Not any dime.
Well, that was a pretty emotional response for simply not knowing who you're talking about. Something's going on here and she's hiding it. Okay, I don't actually... I've got 8 minutes. You asked Maxine about him, and from her reaction, it's obvious she's hiding something. Okay. I've got 8 minutes, but I have Wi-Fi now. Report Walter's disappearance to the police? Sure, I'm dramatic. Bozewood Sheriff Department, Deputy Sheriff Cody speaking. How can we help? The man sounds bored out of his mind, like you've just interrupted his hour-long stare at the ceiling cracks. I want to report a missing person.
Right. Is that person an adult?
Now he has a voice. Boredom seeps from Deputy's every word. You wonder if he's even present mentally or just going through a remembered checklist. He's an adult several times over.
Sir, these are important matters. Best leave your jokes inside your head. So, right here, adult. Has it been more than 24 hours?
If we continue at this pace, weeks will pass.
Sir, please. Procedures are there for a reason. Just answer the question.
Yes?
Roger that, sir. So, right here.
He continues mumbling to himself.
All right, what's the missing person's name?
Walter K.
Cousin Walt's missing? Again?
How do you mean, again?
I mean, well, he's confused these days. Cousin Walt's prone to going MIA. He gone done it like half dozen times. But every time he just shows up, so... We used to get calls from Maxine, but I reckon she gave up after a while.
What's up, chaotic chickens? How you doing? Are we Russian? I don't know. We're something vaguely Slavic, maybe. We're dramatic, is what we are. We're dramatic and reckless and nosy. Then he seems to remember something.
Wait a moment. Who am I talking to? Who's doing the reporting?
I would rather remain anonymous.
Well, shit. We're not taking synonymous calls.
Christ, this guy.
Fucking hell. Now I gotta turn on call tracking. One Eugene Harrow, resident of Greater Gray City, MP. What the hell you doing out here, Harrow? How do you know Cousin Walt?
MP? Metropolitan? I was thinking that might be the abbreviation for the state we're in, but I don't think so. Because there's not a state abbreviated MP and probably metropolitan area. I just want the Walter K to be found.
As I've said, Cousin Walt's gone missing before, but every time he came back under his own horsepower, alive and well. But I'll do you a solid and file this missing person report.
Nothing will come out of this. This man won't lift a finger, even for Cousin Walt. Seems like justice in Rue Valley is slow and unachievable, even for the well-connected. You're utterly incapable of doing your job!
Sir, it's your right to claim whatever you want. I'm just following procedures. Goodbye.
With that, the line is dead. 7 minutes. Her eyes follow you across the shop.
So? You buying something?
Glare silently. Okay. I don't have a lot of time here before it ends. Oh, look at that! The camera! A watchful eye. Probably something like Safeguard Vision X, or Defender Cam Stealth Edition, or some other verbose name like that. It's recording your every move. Wait a minute. What if this is a reality show? You mean I'm being filmed for some rich people's amusement? Well, it would make sense, wouldn't it? The whole thing is such a new idea gained reality show. Nice. Oh, that would be a fun one to go down. This time loop situation feels like a reality show. What if all these people are actors, extras to be precise, and you are the show's star? Okay, we're definitely going to do that one, but not yet. 8:41. Can I do anything else with my phone? Can I do anything else with the camera? Watchtower Pro 360, keeping watch. Okay, so if I had the reality show thing, I could smile for the camera. Anything else? It's 8:41. We have 6 minutes. What can I do with my car? Just get in it and... Oh, I can go to the roadblock. I can keep driving further south. Interesting. I guess I'll scroll through my feed to kill some time. I want to see what happens if I'm at this location when the thing occurs. You start scrolling again, hoping a small amount of bandwidth slipped through the cracks of the invisible field that connects us all. Roll and hope. This is useless. Without an actual internet connection, you won't be able to see much. But I have Wi-Fi. Don't I? Didn't I? Or did I just get the password? But... Well, I guess I will just play some video games on my phone. The game starts and the already familiar antagonists appear to wreak havoc on your pile of boxes. Squish them all. One minute left. Enough of this for now. And it's time. There it is, the good old fire in the sky. Maybe I'm dead. I think me being dead makes more sense than this being a reality show. Okay, now I have 5 inspiration points. So I believe I can recall the dream. tried to leave this damn motel and all that therapy nonsense behind, but everything kept falling apart. That's it? Nothing happens? Okay. Felt like a good use of points, I guess.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. Oh, I can talk about the dream now. I can talk about the reality show. We're gonna do that one next. Very next thing, as soon as we get another point, we're doing reality show. Could you help me make sense of a dream I had? A dream? The doctor raises his left eyebrow, seemingly intrigued at your question. Perhaps it'd be better to do it during tomorrow's session, as a comprehensive analysis requires time that we don't have right now. Please, doctor, it would surely help me fall asleep tonight if I could unload this burden before I go to bed again. Well, I guess we can at least make a start today, focusing on the most vivid aspects, and we'll continue with a deeper exploration tomorrow. Alright, please, go ahead and share your dream. Share the dream about checking out of the motel. And that's when I woke up, very thirsty. Dr. Fink nods his head, looking at you intensely. Thank you for sharing it with me, Mr. Harrow. The suitcase, the struggle with the checkout forms, and the malfunctioning vending machine. They all seem to be significant. Would you like to share your thoughts on any of them? The suitcase was supposed to be simple, just my things, but it felt alive! What does it mean for a suitcase to feel alive? It jerked, like something was inside trying to get out. And when it opened, your belongings had become snakes. What does that transformation suggest to you? They weren't my things anymore. They were free. And your first instinct was to slam the lid shut, to contain it. Why not just leave it there? They looked dangerous. I couldn't let them loose. Really? Why did you shove it under the bed, then? Yeah, I don't know. I panicked. Mr. Harrow, there's no shame in your reaction. You responded instinctively to a perceived threat in the way that felt most natural to you. Containment is a familiar strategy, but when we consistently choose to bury our problems rather than face them, we are merely postponing a confrontation. Now, let's touch upon other elements of your dream. I was so thirsty, but the vending machine just took my money and gave nothing back. Again and again! How did it feel to be promised relief of a basic need and then consistently denied it? It was maddening, like the machine was taunting me. And yet your response was to insert another coin, and then another. What were you hoping would change? I thought this time it would just work. It had to eventually. So you continued the same action with the same tool, expecting a different result. Why not stop? Why not walk away and find water somewhere else? And admit I wasted all that money? Seems like you'd rather exhaust yourself in a battle you know you're losing than disengage and admit the strategy is flawed. You became so focused on getting what you deserved that your real goal, to quench your thirst, was completely forgotten. I mean, yeah? This is a dangerous kind of denial, Mr. Harrow, because it masquerades as perseverance. You are convincing yourself that sheer stubbornness is a virtue, but it's actually just hiding from the fact that your chosen solution is broken. And he's got a point. But let's move on to another symbol for now. The checkout form was impossible to fill out. The more I tried, the more the ink consumed everything. What do you think the form represents in the process of leaving? This is proof that I was here, that I'm done. And the ink? What does it mean that it spread and ruined your writing? It was like my own hand was betraying me. So naturally, you snatched another form and started over. But even on the new form, the ink seeped through. What does that tell you? I always mess it up, no matter what. But nevertheless, you continue, writing on a form that was already ruined. Why not just leave it? And it wouldn't be over. It would be like I was never really here. You felt compelled to complete a process that was, by that point, utterly meaningless. You wrote in black on black, a perfect metaphor for an empty gesture. What I hear is a man who needs to be able to tell himself, I did everything I was supposed to do. Even when your actions had no effect, the performance of the task itself was crucial. It allows you to confirm a fatalistic conclusion that you always mess it up, and the outcome was inevitable from the start. The doctor's gaze pierces through your soul. Tells you the pen is broken? Yeah. Also, it's mightier than the sword, but not mighty enough. Now, let us consider the dream as a whole. In each scenario, you encountered an obstacle, and in each, you chose a similar path. When faced with a terrifying truth, you chose to contain it. When faced with a futile process, you chose to complete the empty ritual. When faced with a broken solution, you chose to repeat it. The common thread here is not the nature of the obstacles, but your reflexive response to them. Your subconscious is illustrating the very strategies that you use to avoid confronting what is truly troubling you. You have absolutely no idea what's truly troubling me, Dr. Fink. I cannot tell what specific burdens you carry, but I can see the weight of them in your steadfast refusal to admit they exist. That refusal is the one problem that makes all others impossible to address. Until you can face that, you will remain stuck, endlessly performing what you believe needs to be done, without ever addressing what actually needs to be done. The time loop is a metaphor for my repetitive failed behaviors. Is this whole thing a dream? Am I dead? Am I in purgatory? Limbo? He pauses for a moment. Tell me, have you considered that the incident, the one that led you here, wasn't some isolated random event, but the result of built-up tensions? I asked you to make sense of the dream, not to diagnose me. I need a solution for the loop, not a lecture about how my own mind is the problem. The loop you need to break is this very cycle of denial. Your refusal to even entertain the possibility that your mind is trying to show you something is the very wall you keep crashing into. You'll either find it in you to admit this, or things are not going to get better. Not here. And certainly not out there. He glances at the clock.
All right then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. Well, thanks, man. That wasn't very helpful. I don't know what. Alright, I don't have any things. Can I drink his booze again? Nope. Taking the book. I took your book. Bye.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
So I know a whole lot about her now, but I don't know
Spit it out
if
already!
I could just walk up to her and be like, "What's up, Riley? How you feeling about quitting your job?
Come on,
What's up with your
you
brother?"
thief.
Yeah, I think until I can work on the vending machine, not much to talk to her about. We could try to get
I'll
Frank
break
out of
you
here.
open if I have to.
Go to Frank's room. I mean, it never seems to lead to anything, but I gotta check and see if I can talk to Jason Burns again, because there's the, because now I learned more about... Okay, he comes to the door. Oh, I can ask him about Maxine now. This is the first time I've been able to say anything to him other than sorry, wrong door. You know Max. He frowns, his expression twisting into something caught between confusion and surprise. Who? I don't remember what this guy's voice was really like. It's hard to tell if it's the topic himself or the timing that's caught him off guard. Maxine of House K, first of her name, great-granddaughter of Maynard Orville K, heir to the K cattle empire and proprietress of Max Gas.
All right, that Maxine.
Yeah, that one.
I met her a few times during my earlier stays in Rue Valley. Max Gas is the only choice in these parts when it comes to fueling up. Hard to miss it. So, why are you asking about her exactly?
I'm conducting a study.
Study? About what? Apex ore?
His eyes gleam and focus on you. Like how deep connections can be established at gas stations. He hides his disappointment poorly. Right. Sounds fascinating.
I know Maxine, but not well. Just on the surface, you know? I stop by when I'm driving in and out, fill up the tank, check my oil and whatnot. We usually chit-chat while I do my shopping, weather, local events, or whatever. That's about it.
You're lying! J'accuse!
Granted, I don't drive anymore, so I wouldn't call myself a regular these days.
Mm-hmm. Yet he did visit the gas station today.
She also sells these mini croissants. They're damn good.
Those ones filled with vodka.
Exactly those. A guilty pleasure, if you ask me.
He deflects smoothly, the topic sliding from Maxine to croissant, like sleight of hand. You wonder, is it deliberate, or are those little pastries that good? It must be the croissants.
Does that answer your question?
I was kinda hoping for more.
Sorry, it's all I got.
All right, I won't keep you any longer. Thanks. All right, so new idea is to search Maxine's room. He admits he knows Maxine, but only in passing. This is suspicious. Maybe you can find some clues inside her house? I don't know where her house is. I need inspirations. I need inspirations. Okay. I think I need to find a new... I need to go to a new place.
I'll break you open if I have to.
The text said it'd be up by noon today, but it's 8 p.m. now. Yes, your colleagues already suggested.
I'm in a hurry, sorry. Point to your watch.
Oh, hey, listen, I have to go now, so let's, we'll have to manage without it today. I know. Sorry. Bye.
First, she seems to ignore you. After a brief pause, she says,
Hey, listen, I have to go now, so let's, yeah, we'll have to manage without it today. I know, sorry. Bye. Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
okay, I'm ready to check in.
All right, then. Let's get you into your room. So, number 6, the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And this is your key card.
Oh, okay. So if I initiate the enter Frank's room thing, this is I can try to like trick her into giving me the key to Frank's room. I'm gonna recklessly grab the key card. She stops in the middle of a sentence with a shocked expression.
Wow. All right.
Puts a document on the counter.
I'll just need your signature.
Sign it.
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Okay, so I don't think there's much I can talk to her about until I activate that Frank's key thing. Yeah, I think I can go south in the car. See, one of them's labeled Ben. I could also go try to confront Maxine now that Burns admitted he knows her. Alright, let's get in the car. Go south. Why was I changing lanes back and forth there randomly? Must have been something in the road. No, it's 8:15. I know who it is. I'm ignoring it. You silence your phone as the mystery of the caller's identity gently teases you. There's no mystery. You know exactly who it is. Oh, she's actually out here fucking around with her bike now. We know she's gonna go inside soon. There's the camera. You have to stand in a very specific spot to look at the camera. Alright. We'll go in. We'll ask her if she knows. Trying to rug pull you again. Yeah. Exactly.
Welcome to Max Gas. You need some help getting gas in that city car of yours, or you don't want something else? We got no booze, mind you.
Just looking around. I'll be back when I want to talk about a reality show. Okay. So let's keep going. So let's drive south. Okay. So there's no further south from here. It's just back to the places I've already been. Okay. I wonder what country this was made in. It's published by Owlcat, and as far as I know, Owlcat is a Russian studio? Or somewhere around there. Oh, this is the cemetery that she was talking about. But it doesn't look... So it looks like I can go 3 different directions, but there's nothing to, like, actually interact with on this scene. Okay, I don't know who that is, because I can't click on it. Not a lot going on here. Yeah. Nothing going on here, in fact. Oh, okay, here we go. We got some stuff. Maynard K., the founder of Bothwood and K. Cattle Empire. Oh, okay, so this is her grandfather or whatever that... Okay. We have here. Your eyes instantly fall on the engraving Walter Philip K., May 16th, 1941 to... with no date of death. This bronze sarcophagus has turned green with age and waiting to swallow Walter's body. At the center of the lid are a perfectly carved cowboy hat, a set of stirrups, and a repeating rifle. If only I could live so long. That would just mean even more time to waste on sweet, sweet nothings. But you don't have to worry about that. You've consumed too many instant noodle packages to hope to live past 50. Walter's grave still green with hunger for his body turned cadaver. Okay. Nothing I can do here for now. Look at this fancy grave. Well, there's not really any interesting experiences to have here at the graveyard. Oh, maybe? Whose grave was Riley gonna visit? Now we know where to hurt Walter. Well, we know where to dump his body when he dies. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try waiting here. Kill some time with this book. You struggle for a while to find the part where you stopped reading last time. Reckless. Just start wherever. The mind will fill in the gaps. How books work. With a book like this, that's the best thing to do. Word by word, you reach the end of a chapter, eagerly awaiting the next one. But enough for now. Time after time, you can't stop to admire how extraordinary it is. To feel the accumulation of the electric charge around you. To know the exact moment of such a natural phenomenon. Let the thunder strike. I thought it's possible that Riley shows up here after the rain stops, but before the explosion. The world around you starts to fade. "5 minutes. That's all the time she has to make herself presentable before the meeting with Lieutenant Pembleton. Barely enough time to splash some water on her face, then try to hide those dark, dark eye bags under a thick layer of makeup. If the lieutenant sees she has trouble sleeping again, he'll take her off the case. And that's simply unacceptable." This girl is a mess. Remind you of anyone? Just continue reading. Oh, she did show up here. But she's just shoving me out of the way? Your thoughts wander off and you can't remember a word from the whole last page. Best to take some rest. Yep, there it is again, right on time. Maybe I need to...
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. Actually, it'll have to wait until the next session, because I have to go now.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Well, I have a little bit of a trouble here, because
Spit it
I
out
can't
already!
pursue any of the things until I get another thing. I don't know how to get another thing.
Come on, you thief!
What
I'll break you open if I have to.
What to do? Yeah, Frank's not in there. How do you normally get a thing? You just get them randomly sometimes when you have new experiences. Like, I got one for pissing in the river. I don't know how to get... Okay, I have an idea. What if I... No, I can't. I remember when I was at the roadblock, it seemed like I had an option to walk back to the motel.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Let's walk back to the motel. Thought maybe something interesting might happen. Alright, we know who this is.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Okay, I can actually answer differently this time. Yes, my name is Eugene Harrow, and I'm a senior executive time loop specialist at Rue Valley Solutions. What can I do for you?
Oh, well, my name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
Well, that sounds great, Mr. Rugger, but I have a question first, if I may.
But of course, Mr. Harrow. I'm here to answer any questions you might have. At your service,
Another reality
as they say.
show thing. Sorry, need to hop on another call. Call you later. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So it's a long walk back to town. I mean, unsurprising, I suppose. There's the lightning. I'm gonna give a F. Well, nothing happened that was interesting on the walk back. I became soaked. What does that do for me? Just makes me more impulsive. I don't see how that's useful. Coiled like a sleeping serpent. Can I do anything else with the vending machine? Oh, I can. Oh, that's right. If I push the red button, I get a bottle of water. Check the label on the reddish button. Alright, we already did that. Take a sip of water. Refreshing. Okay, so I know I can get water out of this thing whenever I want. But I can't think of anything interesting to do with water if I just have a bottle of water. Okay, I haven't seen what happens. I don't think I've ever talked to her this late or been in here when the explosion happens.
Are you ready to check in now, Mr. Harrow?
I'd like to get into my room.
All right then, let's get you into your room. So, number 6, the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And this is your key card.
This is awesome, because like the other times when you talked to her, she was all like, yeah, it's a modern key card. It's not like an old, you bet you were expecting an old-fashioned key. So now I can like mess with her. Oh my, is it not an old-fashioned key? I am so confused.
I knew it! Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
Does it probably have something to do with losing keys?
Exactly! And it was exhausting! And my dad didn't like the cost of replacing so many locks.
So it made sense to implement electronic locks.
How did you know? Oh, so yes, it cost us a lot to implement, but now when a guest loses their key, we only need to replace a piece of programmable plastic. How great is that? It makes my life so much easier.
Wonderful.
So, Here's your key card, and I'll need your signature here.
Puts the document on the counter.
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay. How can I help you, Mr. Harrow?
You can't. Okay, so... Huh. Maybe I can go to my room before we run out of time and, like... Maybe I could open my suitcase now. I was too unmotivated to open my suitcase before. Yeah, let's try. I can't open the suitcase. I try to just go to bed. Okay, I can't do anything else with the sink. Let's fall onto the bed. Guess let's mess with the phone. Alright. Until the loop ends. I'm trying to also experiment with being in different locations when the explosion happens.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Sure.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now, and we'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions. But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence, and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
I'll try.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
No question.
All right, then. That's it. You should go and check in at the office.
Okay, so nothing really happened there. Maybe I just need to keep reading the book until I get to the end of it. Okay, I'm gonna go... I can't read the book in here, obviously.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Oh, I gained a new memory. What memory did I gain? Doors slide shut slowly, so slowly, and the world narrows to this metal box. You had to leave the apartment and go down to the corner store, as you haven't eaten all day. The tiny cabin amplifies the fact you haven't showered in a week. Tiny cabin. Yes, it's disgusting, but there's just no time for any of it. You have to finish the article. The deadline was impossible from the start, but you took it anyway because it's good money, meaning you could maybe, finally, work on your own script next month and prove to everybody you are still an artist, not just a content mill soon to be replaced by AI. I've been telling myself that I'll work on my script next month for years. The elevator begins its descent, but then stops abruptly just one floor below. Mrs. Gable's floor. Suddenly AI. She'd brought you soup when you first moved in, and you'd seen her in the hall last week, but pretended you were on the phone just to avoid the concern in her eyes. You couldn't handle the kindness. I know how that feels. You didn't bring the phone this time, though, as you only planned a quick visit to the store. But the door doesn't open on her floor anyway. Instead, the elevator changes its mind and starts going up. You might have become Sleepy Cow for a bit. Yeah, I noticed you weren't in here dropping puns on us. Were you here when we learned about the cows eating cows? But upon reaching your floor again, it halts and immediately heads back down, the door never opening. What kind of sorcery is this? At Mrs. Gable's floor, the elevator reverses course once again. Without your phone, there's only one option. Nick? Countables, yeah. Not yet. Try the emergency call button first. Alright. You expect a call with somebody, but instead a recorded, static-filled voice announces that maintenance was notified of elevator malfunction and will be there within an hour. An hour? The deadline is in 3! And the article is still a mess, a salad of words you'd written and deleted a dozen times. Every word a testament to your incompetence. Every sentence a fraud's confession. But it was not always like this. You had more than enough shining moments during your diverse content writer career. Remember? Poignant copy for a celebrated minimalist ad campaign. Important stationery brand. Hundreds of authentic 5-star reviews for a luxury hotel chain that systematically suppressed guest complaints. The entire launch campaign, from blog posts to social media, for the now iconic Numb Night, which back then was still known as Numb Night. A fabricated profile of a reclusive film auteur that became the definitive piece on their creative process. A deeply researched product launch white paper for a now ubiquitous tech startup. Oh, it's definitely number 3. The entire launch campaign, from blog posts to social media, for the now iconic Numb Night, which back then was still known as Numb Night. A long-form investigative piece on the hidden art of watchmaking for a prestigious men's magazine that won a minor industry award. So many options. Rebranding a game about isolation and existential dread as a lighthearted comedy about personal flaws using a meme-fueled campaign. A series on elevator safety for an engineering digest that was later cited in a national safety guideline. Elevator safety! That's it! I know how to fix this! Right, the gig was from years back, but you researched it like a pro. You still know how it works. There should be wiring behind the interior access panel, and if you access it, you may be able to manually reset the elevator. Jam your apartment key into the edge of the control panel. The plastic creaks, then splinters. The panel swings open, revealing a tangle of delicate wires, blue and green, carrying this disturbed machine's life current. Slice through the green and blue wires with your apartment key. Yes, I'm sure this is exactly how they do it when you researched it. The wires offer no resistance, as if made of silk. The elevator stops, and for a single weightless second, you feel like a winner. But a red light on the panel starts flashing, followed by sharp, piercing alarm. The machine is not crying for help, but announcing to the world, "Here he is inside me! A vandal! A weirdo! A terrorist!" Panic begins to coil in your gut. The hunger, the alarm, the deadline, the guilt, the claustrophobic walls pressing in. You have to get out now. Find the main power cables and tear them to silence the machine. You know exactly where to look. Your eyes lock onto the thick, insulated cables. You jam your key against the ancient black sheath of the main power cable, heaving and twisting with all your might. It takes some effort, but the already damaged insulation soon tears with a rubbery shriek. exposing the heavy copper within. Elevator. Yeah, Knox. Don't stop until it's dead. You grind the key, mashing the live wires together. A torrent of sparks erupts, a fountain of angry, spitting gold, scalding your hands and raining down on your clothes, smelling of burnt metal and silent thunder. The shredded insulation, now a blackened melting wound, begins to smoke, and the toxic smell of charred plastic fills your lungs. A flame appears on the shredded insulation and begins to climb. Also, I set the whole building on fire. The main building fire alarm soon joins the chorus, a deep, roaring wail. The cabin becomes an oven. As your pores open, a stale stench permeates the air, and you remember again you haven't showered in a week. The smoke thickens into a solid, choking blackness. Your head spins, the world tilting on its axis as your lungs scream for clean air. The last thing you register is a rhythmic pounding against the door and a garbled shout, "We have a man in here! He needs assistance!" Wow, that was a serious incident. You had built a wall in your mind, brick by brick, to keep the elevator incident buried. But now the memory has shattered its way back to the surface, bringing with it the suffocating panic and the acrid smell of smoke you swore you'd forgotten. Dr. Fink's analysis of your dream was the key. His words recontextualized your entire breakdown. The pattern is now blindingly obvious, and you're left wondering how you ever mistook this deliberate self-sabotage for an accident. So that's why I'm here? That's pretty wild and crazy.
Spit it out already!
What do I want to do?
Come on, you thief!
Okay.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Let's...
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Physical antenna. Yes. On the roof. Yes. What do you mean it's settled? I need the internet. Could you...
This is different. I can work with you if it's not a problem. Whisper apologetically.
Hey, listen. I have to go now. So let's yeah, we'll have to manage without it today. I know. Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
Okay, I'm ready to check in.
All right then. Let's get you into your... So, number 6. The last one on the 2nd floor. Everything is ready for...
As your eyes meet, you can clearly see that her wish to share the story about electronic locks fades away.
All right. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay, I guess.
She's so unhappy that I didn't let her talk about the electronic locks. What is up with this window? This window is always here and interactable. Maybe I should just stand here and stare through the window the whole time. Give the Wi-Fi password to that dude that rides out on the bike. How would I do that? If I just sit here and stare through the window, maybe I'll see something interesting. Beyond the empty parking lot, there's only barren desert, stretching for as far as the eye can see. Its emptiness is drawing you in. And then, you notice small patches of green hidden in the sand. It seems there's always something to be found in nothingness if you stare at it long enough. Ooh, this might get me a thing. Contemplate this profound insight. Is nothingness just an illusion? Emptiness but a result of failure to find those little somethings hiding deep inside? Is it possible to find something even inside the most hollow thing, only by observing it over and over again until something eventually appears? The possibility unsettles you, but at the same time your mind seems to lock itself down, unable or unwilling to continue. So you stay in this clinch, unwilling to discard the thought, but unable to proceed. You direct your gaze beyond the parking lot and back to the desert. Let's try to count how many tiny bushes are out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The large one over there could count as 3 tiny ones. That's 8 then, and this one makes 9. I'm getting the call at the same time he comes in, but I'm also on this. Oh, I didn't know you could do this. You can go back to the previous... Smudge your sweaty fingers all over the window glass. You carefully test the glass, touching it with your pinky first. It leaves a neat oval fingerprint. I'll paint my impression of the desert outside. You start by following the outline of the horizon, then the small bushes, but soon your painting evolves into an unrecognizable area of smeared grease. Continue working on your masterpiece. Alright, shut up! I didn't answer. Stop ringing. It's still ringing? Okay, it stopped. After a while, the window stops being interesting. Huh. I was really thinking something was going to happen there. Your greasy masterpiece is still on the window glass.
How can I help you, Mr. Harrow?
You can't. Alright, let's do some more reading, I guess. And again, distraction from the real world by one without time loops, anxieties, or psychotherapies. Read on. Oh, I thought something might happen if I was in this room when the lightning came, but it didn't. Okay. As the half-decently written words carry you through the story, your internal clock nudges you back to reality. That's enough for now. Yep, this is happening. There it is, a good old fire in the sky. Close your eyes.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
The doctor takes off his glasses, freeing his bushy eyebrows. Yes, and I have a question. Okay, cool. I've got something new here. Now that I had the memory of the incident, I can talk to him about the incident. Dr. Fink, I've come to realize that I have a pattern of ignoring problems until they become critical. He nods, clearly satisfied. I appreciate you opening up about this, Mr. Harrow. How long would you say this pattern has been governing your actions? For as long as I remember. I see. And have you been aware of this tendency for a long time, or has this realization only recently surfaced? Well, I think I was trying to suppress it. It's not uncommon for people to try to push these feelings aside, especially when they're in the midst of a major life change. It can be a way of coping. Now, discovering this mechanism is the first and crucial step toward overcoming it. It's a significant milestone, but on its own, it's merely cognition, which is not enough for us to overcome it. To do that, we need willpower, and for that, in turn, we need hope. Otherwise, we remain stuck in a vicious loop of defeatism and apathy, feeding each other ad infinitum. The good news is, you're not alone in having problems like these. And I've dealt with much worse cases during my career. So I know it is indeed possible for you to get better. But to move forward, I also need you to believe that it's possible. He stops, exploring your expression. So, how do you feel about it, Mr. Harrow? Wait, is he really asking you if you believe this lousy therapy can help you? Oh, I can be dramatic, reckless, or nosy here. It would really help me to hear about those much worse cases you've dealt with. Your curiosity is admirable, Mr. Harrow. Sharing specific cases may be valuable in some contexts, but I want to emphasize that every person's experience is unique. Let's focus on you. This is just one of many problems. Hope would be a setup for disappointment. Quite to the contrary, hope is crucial, and one problem at a time is the best way to approach it. What's done is done, and how could I know what I'll do tomorrow? I know it sometimes feels like we don't get to choose our actions, but we can work on breaking that cycle of defeatism. All right. Yes, I believe it's possible for me to get better. You say the words, not even sure if you're telling the truth, but something strange happens. By saying it out loud, you realize you haven't even considered it may be possible to get better for a very long time. But you're even considering if it's possible. Doesn't that mean you do believe it is possible? There may be the 1 in a million chance I'll get better. Hey, I got a thing. Piece together, resolve one stubborn loop at a time. When there's a will, there's a way. I got an achievement. Oh, willpower and inspiration are different. Oh, that's cool. Unlike inspiration, willpower is permanent. It is not spent, but committed. Once its assigned intention is completed, the willpower point is refunded and ready to use again. Also note that available inspiration will always be used before willpower. Oh, cool. So I've got a reusable one. Once the sparks of inspiration have flickered out, the steady ember of your resolve remains. It glows until its work is done, then returns to you, still warm and bright. That's great to hear, Mr. Harrow. Change won't happen overnight, but with determination and hope, you can make progress. As we continue our sessions, we'll work on replacing that reflex to hide and ignore things with a new one, to stop and to look clearly at what you've been carrying. Your willingness to address these issues is a significant step towards personal growth and well-being. Hashtag impossible. Impossible! He glances at the clock as always.
All right then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. Interesting. So now... I can activate one of these things using my willpower. Alright, this one costs 2. This one only costs 1. This one only costs 1. That one costs 2. Oh, we're doing reality show. Cut the games. Question all the actors. Sooner or later, someone will break away from the character. So, you're in a reality show. Wonder what it's called. Probably something like 47 Minutes of Agony, the documentary. An out-of-focus, shaky camera capturing your wildest moments. Some old man is narrator. Hey. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go in here and get the book again, as I always do, just in case I... It always lets me open the cabinet, but it never lets me do anything else. But 13 minutes for commercials, yes. Alright, so now I can go talk to everybody and try to, like, ask them about being in a reality show. But before I do that...
Come on, you thief!
I think I'm going to save the game. See these saves. Is that how many hours? No, that's what time it is in game when I did the save. Okay, so these don't say how many hours have been played, but that's gonna do it though for now. We'll be back to play some more of this. Oh, maybe not tomorrow, because tomorrow I think we're playing Raw Steel, which I might stream. But anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Rue Valley.